世界長者番付の常連で50年間にわたり世界一の投資会社バークシャー・ハサウェイを牽引してきた投資の神様ウォーレン・バフェット氏。独自のデータ分析を利用してアップル、コカ・コーラにも早期から投資し大成功。近年ではマイクロソフトの創業者ビル・ゲイツ氏とその妻メリンダ氏が運営する財団に3億ドル寄付したことでも話題になりました。今回はそんな彼の投資と人生における3つのルールを紹介します。それではどうぞ。1、自分に投資しよう。
Investing in yourself is the best thing you can do. Anything that improves your own talents. Like nobody can take it away from you. They can run up huge deficits and the dollar can become worth far less. You can have all kinds of things happen. But if you've got talent yourself and you've maximized your talent, you've got a terrific asset. And so that doesn't mean everybody should go to college, but it does mean that any way you find to improve.
2、事実と理論に従う。
You don't need a lot of brains in this business. I mean, I've always said if you got an IQ of 160, give away 30 points to somebody else because you don't need it in investments. What you do need is emotional stability. You have to be able to think independently, and you have to be when you come to a conclusion, you have to really not care what other people say and just follow the facts and follow your reasoning. And that's tough for a lot of people. That part I think I was just lucky with. I was born that way. It never bothered me if people disagreed with what I thought, as long as I felt I knew the facts. I mean, there's a whole bunch of things I don't know a thing about. I just stay away from those. So I stay within what I call my circle of competence. You know, Tom Watson said it best. He said, I'm no genius, but I'm smart in spots, and I stay around those spots. Well, I try and stay around those spots, and I just don't have a problem if somebody says, you're wrong on something. I go back and look at the facts, and I think that really is much more important, frankly, than having a few points of IQ or having an extra course or two in school or anything of the sort. You need emotional stability.
3、お金を超越する仕事を見つけよう。
And today, is there anything on your bucket list that you would like to do that you haven't done?
I'd have done it. If there's anything I wanted to do, I'd do it. Money has no utility to me. Time has utility to me. But money in terms of making trips or owning more houses or having a boat or something, it has no utility to me whatsoever. It has a lot of utility to other people, which is the reason for the giving pledge.
What motivates you to still run a company when most people your age are playing shuffleboard or they're relaxing or doing something?
Yeah, they spend all week planning their haircut usually. I get to do every day what I love with people that I love. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that.
Any word of advice you give to somebody who's a young investor who would like to emulate you, what you would recommend that they do to kind of build something close to what you've done?
I think you should look for the job that you would want to hold if you didn't need a job. I mean, you're probably only going to live once. Shirley MacLaine may differ with that, or a few people, and you don't want to go sleepwalking through life. And you really, whether you make X or 120% of X, really isn't remotely as important as to whether, in most cases, you marry the right person and you also find something that you would do if you didn't need the money. And I've had that job for 50 or more years. And I was lucky in that I sort of found early on what turned me on that way. But don't settle for something if you can possibly. Don't worry about making the most money this week or next month. I mean, when I offered to work for Ben Graham, I said I'll work for nothing, and I meant it. I mean, just the idea of being turned on. So look for the job that turns you on. Find a passion.